Good morning, guys. I welcome you to my channel. Today I will be solving this second question of the uh, not try, it's graph problem. That is the given the reference of the node in a connected undirected graph. Undirected graph means uh, basically a graph which have a connection from both end. Like consider this is A and this is B. So these have access to this, and this A have access to B and B have access to A, right? So this is the unidirected graph. Undirected graph or directed graph, only A will have access to B. So you will have given a you connected unidirected graph, and I have to clone them, and how the each node are in, like we have found this node, right? And how each node is there, like we'll have node, and we have value and the neighbor as the list. Okay, so how whenever you create a node, you assign the value and create a neighbors. If there is no neighbors, it assigned to empty array. Okay, so what's saying that um, we have to just clone them so that we get the new output, nothing else. So here it is original graph, and you see on the right this is same graph. It is not cloned, but this is a cloned. So to clone that, we will create a new node, right? So let me check first. If node is not defined, not node, then I will return none, otherwise I'll clone them. Okay, so to clone them, okay, so I have to make sure that like when we are visiting the neighbors of a node, we do not visit the already visited element. So I want to visit the, consider the case, I want to visit the neighbor of 1. In the case neighbor of 1, what is the neighbor of 1? 2 and 4, right? Here 2 and 4. So when we are visiting 2 and 4, I have to check that I have not visited already. So I will create a set or map or dictionary, whatever. Let me create a node dictionary, that will empty object. Okay, now I'll use definition dfs, and it will have what? It will have a node, a root, is a root, right? We have root. Okay, now what will happen that it will check that if root in node dictionary, if root in node dictionary, if root in node dictionary, if this is correct, I will return the node dictionary of root. Means we are not trying to create new node, we will just return that existing one. Otherwise what we'll do, where we will first add this to add this, will create first, so copy of the current value. So node and root dot val. Okay, we have node root dot val. So we have created the root copy. Now what we'll do, we have created a new memory location here. Now we have neighbor, right? So we'll check, we will add this first to the set or dictionary. So node of dictionary will be the root with copy as a value, key is a root, copy as a value. So what will happen that here, what will happen, we will have a map. Okay, so one added to the node, sorry, one added to the map or dictionary, and the clone of it one added already here. Okay, that is one, and this is cloned. Now this clone have never, right? As this have, so I will loop through this clone. I will loop through this, not clone, I will loop through this root. So for neighbor nei gh, we use a neighbor of neighbors, node root of neighbor. Root of neighbors. So I'll check, I will call this dfs. So how to call, we will just, what we have created, right? Whenever we create a node, we create a neighbors, and neighbors is assigned to the empty array by default. So I'll just copy dot neighbors, neighbors neighbors, copy of neighbors, and we are basically are these neighbors are the new root, right? So that's it, nothing else. I'll just write copy of neighbors and this is root. So this will go to the true. So this is one here already. I have one. uh, I have here one already added, right? I have added on one. What is the neighbor of one? 2 and 4. So we have 2 and 4. Okay. So we'll loop through the neighbor. This we will loop the neighbor of the one. So what is the neighbor of one? 2 and 4. We have in the array already. See here, neighbor of the one. So and we have created the copy of the root already. This is like we have created the copy of this root one, right? A new one. Now we will loop through the neighbor, and I will call the DFS with this root, and if this root will return something, I will append in the neighbors array. Neighbors array I will append into the neighbors array, right? This is how it work. So everything 2 will return, it will be added into the neighbor of the 1, and same whatever 4 will return, it will add to the neighbor of the 1. So this is how it's written. If unknown of the dictionary, copy, and I will loop it, and whatever root of the neighbor returns, I will append to the copy. That is it. That's it. Now I'll just call the definition do return DFS, and this will be the node as a root for the first, and what, that's it, nothing else. What we have to do, we have written copy, right? Return copy, that's it, nothing else. Let me submit it, let me run it first, then submit it. Invalid syntax. Okay, for in, not of, for in. Okay, dot append. It is copy dot neighbors dot append. APPEND. That is the code syntax error I'm doing always. I have to work on to fix it. It's working now. Let me submit it. Great, everything is going great. Now I've submitted it. So see what I'm building here. I'll show you something. Uh, this late code is going on, and in the meantime, what I'm building. Okay, I'm not running the server, so let me run the server. Okay, I can't run the server here. I'll show you tomorrow, okay? Because this server is not running, I'm running in the local, that's why you are not able to see anything. So clone graph is done, and yeah, it's very simple question. Just have to understand. No, marked as medium but not medium. We just have to understand the flow, how data is coming to us, and when you understand the flow, how data is coming, you can just create the clone of that graph. If you don't understand how data is coming to us, then it is very difficult, right? So that is the problem. So yeah, it's very simple question. 10k likes is, yeah, genuine like, and you have been asked many questions of this. So thanks for watching. We'll meet tomorrow. Thanks for next new subscriber. Thank you so much. You subscribed my channel. You believe in me that I can do something big, and I will definitely do something big. So thank you so much for subscribing my channel. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye bye.